Hello. Hey guys, welcome into the craft room. Come on in and join me. My name is Susan. This is Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs. So happy that you're here with me today in the craft room. Come on in. Let's have a little fun together. Come on. Let's create something today. I'll give you guys just a sec to come on in. My name is Susan, like I said. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I love to come on and share project ideas with you guys, inspire you, educate, encourage, just share my love of creating with you guys through different means. A lot of times we upcycle things, which is what we're going to kind of do today. Sometimes we just create something using all Chalk Couture products. But I always do something with Chalk Couture. So, well, I would say 99.9% of the time. So every once in a while I'll share a little project idea with you that you can or don't have to use chalk products with. But I love Chalk Couture products so much that I just have to share them with you guys. So come on in and join me. I am going to make sure I am showing up as live and do just a little bit of business to get everything started and out of the way. I don't have to do it anymore afterwards. Happy Thursday. How is your Thursday going, guys? Mine has been busy. I'm tired already. I can't wait to do this because it always energizes me when I get to have some craft therapy, right? So come on, let's have craft therapy together. You will notice that I did feature one link today with this video for our St. Patrick's Day minis. But we do have several items that I am going to be using today, and I have listed them in the description. But before we get that started, I want to share a couple finds with you guys because you might want to go check it out. I was surprised at what I found. But let me go ahead real quick and sprinkle this video. Sprinkling just means to S-H-A-R-E or tag a friend, just to help get it out into the universe. I would love it so much, you guys, if you wouldn't mind doing that for me as well. If you have a friend or a group that you wouldn't mind sharing this to, it just helps me so much and I really appreciate it. So I am going to do that real quick. And you guys, I'm going to put some links in the comments. Where am I at? I am going to put some links in the comments. I'm sorry, I feel like I have a sneeze coming on. Hang on with me, guys. I know it's there. You know how it is. Oh no, it was a dud. Oh dear. You guys, it's 75 degrees here. I am in North Carolina. I'm about 15 miles outside of Raleigh. And it's really overcast and it's windy. So we already have things blooming here. So I take an allergy pill every morning, but once things really start getting going, I get hit. So I apologize. That always hits me right around here. So I am tired, but the allergies always hit right in my eyes. So if I look like that, that's why. All right, guys. And make sure when you hop on, hit that heart button and just say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know where you are. To me, it's much more fun to craft with friends. And when you guys come on and interact with me while we're crafting, it's just like we're together. We're crafting together. So I shared that already, and I'm going to put some links in the comments real quick so that if you have any questions about Chalk Couture itself, any specials that we're running, my monthly subscription club, my VIP group, which is just a private crafting group where I can just kind of share sneaks, peeks, and specials and sales and tips and tricks and things like that. That's a free crafting group. I'd love to have you in that. All of that will be in the, I'm going to put that in the comments so that you can easily access it at any time. And then I will pin it. So let me just put that in there real quick, you guys. How is your Thursday going, guys? Let me know what you're doing. What are you up to today? Are you working? Are you playing? I hope you're not sick. Let me know what's going on in your world. Okay, I think I have everything I need there. Let me get that off of there and we'll do this. Okay, so, yeah, anyway, let's get going. You want to create something today? I have about an hour or maybe, yeah, about an hour before I have to leave out of here and get my little buddy from school. So, pick him up from school. So, and I'm hoping and praying he's having a better day today. It is the 100th day of school here in our county. So they were doing in the elementary school, they were doing a big celebration today. So we had to, you know how that is, send in 100 items. You could dress up like 100, you know, like an old man. He didn't really want to do that, but that was fine. He wore some glasses, but that was it. But you know, it's just fun. Hopefully they had some fun festivities. That's twice this week, right? They had Valentine's Day earlier this week, and then they have this today. Unfortunately, he missed the Valentine celebration, so hopefully he's enjoying it today. I'm just praying that all's going well. Anyway, Bullseye's Playground, Target. Do you guys have a Target? I hope you have a Target near you. I am fortunate enough that where I live, I have several that I can get to within probably a 20 to 25 mile radius, even, and then if I want to go further than that, I can go, obviously. So I am very fortunate that if I go to one and I don't find something that I know is out there and I've seen other people using, then I can go to another one. Same thing with Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals. I am very fortunate in that because those are places that I like to check out and see what they have for upcycling. So I just thought I would share a little bit with you guys. I do have a reel I'm going to put together today and tomorrow, 2 different reels with things that I took pictures of so you guys could see what they were offering, because of course I didn't buy everything, right? I bought more than I should have probably to begin with, but I always can't pass up the great ideas for projects or for decorating, right? So I am trying to switch my mindset. I'm slowly starting to switch out to looking forward to St. Patrick's Day. So I'm the type of person that I decorate for every holiday, every season, whatever there is to decorate for, I'm going to decorate for it. So I like to decorate for St. Patrick's Day, and it's not always easy to find things. So I'm fortunate and thankful that I can make things a lot of the times. But when I find other cute things that I either can't make or I can't even make it for the price I find it at, or it's just unusual, then I have no problem picking it up. So I just like to share some ideas with you guys of what they have out and about. So we're going to look at the St. Patrick's Day stuff first. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know I was looking for a ribbon storage situation for me because I've been keeping them in big Ziploc bags. Well, a lot of the colors are outgrowing that, and it's just not as easy to, I'm a very visual person, so I wanted something organized, but that I could easily look at it and say, I know what that is. So this is the first thing I bought. You might want it for a different purpose. Have you guys ever heard of trying to catch a leprechaun or making a leprechaun trap box? So they have these at Target in their Bullseye section. They're $3, but you know, it's that wonderful Kelly green that we associate and think of, one of the greens that we think of for St. Patrick's Day. And it looks like it comes with everything you need. It's got the box, the lid, stickers, a gold coin sheet, and a dowel, like a thing to hold it up so that you can try to catch the leprechaun. The first I was introduced to that, my oldest son is 27. He'll be 28 in June. When he was a little boy in elementary school, they made one. And so we've done it ever since with all my other children. We did it ourselves because I homeschooled the rest of them and him eventually. But so we always have one. And then we have carried that forward with my grandson. So this is super cute if you don't want to make one. We usually just take a old shoebox and then we get, you know, construction paper and stickers and we let them draw on it and we do whatever for a leprechaun trap. And then I use green, just to give away some trade secrets, I use green sparkles or sprinkles, not sprinkles, sparkles. Glitter, oh my gosh, I could not think of it. Green glitter, like to show that it was like a trail. I do the same thing for like the Tooth Fairy and stuff. I use the glitter like to make it look like it's a magical trail. Okay, pixie dust, like pixie dust. So if you want to grab one of these, go for it. But I wanted it because I thought, well, that would be the perfect size for my St. Patrick's Day ribbon. Or yeah, for any of my St. Patrick's Day ribbon, and I've got stickers I can put on it. So when I see this green one, I know that's what it is, and I don't have enough that this is not going to fit. So that's what I'm using it for. But if you need a leprechaun trap, go get you one. They're adorable. What else did they have? Let's just talk about St. Patrick's Day first, and then I'll show you one other thing I got. 2 other things I got for the next holiday. Okay, so I could not resist this, you guys. Now, it's messy because it's moss. But look at this, you guys. Look at this. Is this not the coolest thing? It's like a leprechaun hat. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look how cute that is. And guess what, guys? We can upcycle it. We can upcycle it. This was $5, but how cute is that? I have the perfect thing that we can use to upcycle it. I'm not going to do it today, but we will do it on another project. That's why I wanted to show you. And it is a mess. As you can see, I'm getting moss everywhere that I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm going to have to clean it up before we get on to our next project. And then this as well was in moss. I don't think there was anything else. I think it was just these two. Look, guys. Isn't it awesome? Now these, like I said, you can upcycle these, guys. You can have this could go on your front door. It could go just somewhere in your house. You might even want to spray it with some hairspray before you hang it, because I think that would make it so that the moss wouldn't try to be a mess everywhere. If you're like me, I don't like to have to clean that up repeatedly. We will be upcycling these, guys. And you might be saying, well, Susan, how are you going to upcycle those? Guess what? We're going to use some of our St. Patrick's Day minis. This is the link that I'm featuring, but then I also have 2 other links in the description, but this is the link that I have featured, is for the St. Patrick's Day minis. You can upcycle with these, guys, okay? So that's what we're going to do with those. What else? Do I have anything else in here? I don't think I have anything else in there. What's that? Okay, so here's the last, not the last, next to last. So I cannot resist a themed plate. So I usually, my little, my grandson, if you're new here, he lives with us, he's 6, him and his daddy, and I can't resist like buying him a little themed plate because I'm just extra like that. But look how cute that is. That was $3. It's called a serving tray. And of course they had them at Valentine's, they had hearts. This particular Target that hubby and I went to on Friday, that was our pre-Valentine date, because he was having surgery on Valentine's Day. So we were at the hospital almost all the day, the entire day. So we went there before we went to dinner after a movie, and look, I saw this, but they still had quite a bit of Valentine's stuff. I was surprised. That was even Friday night. But look how cute. So of course I got one of those heart plates last month. But look at how cute that is. And then they also have these. If you have any kind of little dinner party, or you just want a little something to put out just to have a little festive, that actually kind of nestles right in there. And this is a pack of 2, and that one doesn't have its tag on it, but I feel pretty certain, I don't see the tag, I don't know where it is. That was also $3. So pretty cute, right? You could set a whole table just to have it. Some people like to set their table and just have it set. You know, not the one you would sit at every day, but maybe like you have a dining room table or a little breakfast nook table that you don't use every day, and you just want it to look festive. There you go. You got it. Isn't that cute? I love that. I love that. So that was those. Now the last thing I'm most excited about, and then make sure you stay tuned a little bit later on, because I have a reel I'm going to post that will show you even more of something similar to what I'm getting ready to show you. This was also in their dollar spot. They started doing this back at Christmas time. I noticed them doing things like this at Christmas time. So in my opinion, these are geared towards tiered tray. But do you see this? They call it filled jars. This was $3, and it's 2 of them. But look how cute. It looks like little pots of gold and pots of shamrocks, right? How adorable is that? $3. It's so cute. I can use it year after year after year. They had other things as well that you could use for tiered trays, but those other types of things were things that I could actually make, so I didn't purchase them. But these, I could not resist. I love little stuff. Something about tiered trays. I always have at least one tiered tray on my coffee bar that I decorate and decorate and decorate, because it's so easy, takes up so little space. And to me, it's almost kind of like a dollhouse kind of situation where you can just, it's little, it's small stuff, it's so cute, and it's easy. Doesn't take up a lot of room, doesn't cost a lot of money to decorate it, and you can use little doodads you find here and there. So I grabbed that as well. So that's my St. Patrick's Day. That's going to go on my coffee bar once I start transitioning that over to St. Patrick's Day decor, which I have not gotten to yet. But so that was it for St. Patrick's Day I wanted to show you. They had other things. Like I said, they had at least 2 other types of things for tiered trays. I don't remember if they had anything else that I just kind of was like, but, you know, check it out. Go check it out. So moving on to, of course, our next holiday. We're thinking about spring. We're thinking about Easter. Maybe you don't decorate for Easter and you don't decorate for St. Patrick's Day, but maybe you decorate for spring. Well, the items that I'm getting ready to show you would work for Easter or spring, okay? So this is one of them. This, is actually glass. It was in the $5, and it is called a glass egg cloche. So I'm sure you guys have seen these everywhere. You've seen cloches for a long time. I have several that are bigger like that. But I've never seen one shaped like an egg, and for $5, how adorable. And we have something that we can create with one of my transfers to go in here that's going to be perfect. Okay, and it's going to be adorable. So you might want to grab you one of those. This one is glass. Sometimes some of the things they had, like they had the cutest little cake stand there. It almost was like a cupcake stand because it was small, but it had plastic for the lid. I like the glass. I just do. But, oh my goodness. I'm glad I didn't vacuum yesterday. I was going to vacuum in here yesterday. I guess somehow I knew I was going to make a mess today. Okay, let me get that out of the way, and I'm going to show you the one last item that you might want to go check out. Now, they did have an egg-shaped one that was made just like this, but it was an egg shape. But look at this bunny charcuterie board. Now, you guys probably know I have a ton of risers and charcuterie board. I get stuff like this from Bullseye's Playground all the time because I love to upcycle it. But I won't use it as a charcuterie board because I just don't do that. But how cute is it just to set somewhere? I mean, it's going to set up on your, if you lean it against something, $5. I'm assuming since it's called a charcuterie board that it is food safe. I would assume it does say food safe, wipe clean, and food safe. But we'll upcycle this. But how cute is that, y'all? Look at that, $5. Isn't that cool? Okay, so if you have questions about anything I shared with you or what I was showing you, like I said, you can tell where I got it from. I'm not hiding where I got it from. And usually when I go to do a project with it, I'll let you know where I've got it from too. If I'm using something besides Chalk Couture surfaces or items. Oops, I just dropped something I needed. So let me get all this moss off of here. And if you missed any of that, go back to the beginning and check it out, because I will be doing a reel later, but the reel did not have those really cool wreaths that I just showed you that we're going to upcycle. I just dropped something we need, so hang on. All right, so let's get to our project, okay? Our project is not going to take long. You guys are going to like this. Now, I don't know if you saw earlier this week, but I did a journal for one of my grandson's teachers using this transfer on one of our chalk suede bullet journals, okay? But this is great for lots of different projects. I still have a sign that I'm going to do with this, but when I see it, I'm seeing the rainbows, not just for year-round, but especially at St. Patrick's Day. I think of rainbows as well, right? So we're going to use this one today, and I have listed that in my description if you need to grab a hold of it. But guys, don't forget, we also have a Try Me kit. And a Try Me kit is a complete kit for one price, and it's like $20.80. You get this, a mini squeegee, 2 colors of chalk paste, shimmer gold and guava, which is a gorgeous like coral color. And did I say the mini squeegee? Oh, and the journal notebook for $20.80, you guys. This is a great deal. And you can reuse the transfer. Remember, our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times. They're silk screen. They're you wash them with cool water and a board eraser, and they're self-adhesive. So that's one of the things we're going to be using. And then the other transfer that we're going to be using is this one. And I did share this as well in a link. I still am finding moss, you guys. How it's going to be like glitter. I'm going to find it for days. Probably. Is this one. Let me take it out. This one is called St. Patrick's Day Minis. And if you are thinking about trying something for chalk, the minis are definitely a great way to go, because on this one sheet, you get 12 different images and designs that you can mix, match, use for projects, do whatever you want with them. And we're going to use them today. We're going to use a few of these today. We're going to mix one of them with this transfer. But I want to show you a couple things that I've already done with it. So you get this whole page, 12 different designs. You can make those little signs to go on your tray. You can make little onesies. You can make little t-shirts. We are actually going to use one of these today. This one right there. The leprechaun made me do it. We're going to use that on a t-shirt for my grandson. I'm going to go ahead and get it done now instead of the night before he needs to wear it. Win for me. I actually had the shirt on hand. I'm like, why don't I just go ahead and do that? Oh, I'm one of those that says, oh no, I'll do it later. And then all of a sudden I realize, oh my gosh, how have I not done that? So we're definitely going to use this one, and I might even put two on there. I might put something on the back, and I might put something on the front. And then we're going to use this one on a sweatshirt for me. And I haven't decided which saying, but I'm going to use this, and I'll use something else here. I don't know which one. I'll look at them. I might even just say, hey, St. Patrick's Day. I don't know what I'll do. Who needs luck? I don't know what I'll do. But we'll do something like that on my sweatshirt. So we're going to mix the two of them. But I just want to show you a couple other ideas. So I told you can do little signs. We have, okay, I'm going to give you one that's already done because I'd have to dig to find the other one. But we have 3x3 box frames. That's what these are called. And you can put a magnet on it, or it's double-sided. You can do something on both sides. This comes in a pack of, do they come in a pack of 2 or a pack of 4? Let me see. Patrick's. Yeah, I don't want to do that this time. Now this St. Patrick's Day mini is $16, and I have also included a link for a 6-pack of our palette pack of chalk paste. In case you want to do a bunch of little signs like these with these minis, and it's called Lucky Leprechaun, and you'll get 6 different colors that make you think of obviously St. Patrick's Day. But let me see, I can't remember if this comes in a pack of 2 or a pack of 4. I think it's been a while since I've had to buy one, but you can also buy magnets and turn it into a magnet, or just set it on your tiered tray. All right, let me look here for a second. Where are you little guys? Bear with me. Now, remember also, we are offering a deal right now, a flash sale, I think until February 19th, a flash sale on our tiered trays. That's our tiered tray. You guys remember I did one. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Let me see. Can I make it so you can see it? There's our tiered tray right there. That you can use, that you can purchase the tiered tray and the tiered tray essential 6-piece pack. And then you can purchase whatever other items you want as well, but you will get the essential pack for free if you're buying the tiered tray and that essential piece at the same time. I just happened to come past that. That's why I thought I would tell you. Oh yes, this comes in a pack of 4, you guys. 4 of these, okay? So you can make your own little signs with this, or a magnet, or whatever. But there's lots of different things you can do with your minis. I will share some more ideas. Like I said, we'll do some upcycles for those wreaths as well. But I just shared on another group recently, just taking our chalk suede, these are tags. It comes in a pack of the gift tags. They come in a pack of 12 of these, and you get some that are scalloped and some that are what I call, like you can call them dovetail or shark bite. But you get 6 of each, a 12-pack of these with the little twine. And you can use these as well. And you could put these on your, I did this on another page, another group like last week. But you can also put those kinds of things on your tiered tray. You could put them on a sign. You could put them on some garland. So many different ideas, you guys. So many different ideas, okay? Just wanted to share some of that with you. So let's go on and get going on our ink project. I am not going to heat set them with you today, but I am going to create them at least. I'm looking to make sure I have both of my ink. That's one. Where's my other one? I think I have both of them. So our ink mats, you know, I use that. We're going to do an inking project, so I like to use our ink mats. And this is what our ink mat looks like. It's full-sized. I have taken one and cut it down into 2 different sizes for me to use for different projects, but this is what it looks like. And if you have questions about anything that I'm sharing today, I didn't include everything for you for a link, but you can certainly just go to my website is in the comments as well, or you can just ask me a question in comments or send me a message. But that's our ink mat when it's full. I cut one in half, or not kind of in half, but in 2 small pieces. Oh my goodness, where did the other one go? Y'all, give me a second, because I need one. What happens a lot of times is I prepare something to be heat set. Oh, I found it. And I don't take it out because I haven't heat set it yet. I found it. Hang on. Bear with me, guys. I thought I was prepared. I'm not. But I use this smaller piece for things like, you know, kids' shirts or onesies, things like that. The reason I like the ink mats is, number one, you want something in your whatever project you're using, whatever kind of textile you're using, you want something behind the first layer to make sure that your ink does not bleed. But you also want, I like ours because they are sticky. Now these that I've had for a while are not as sticky as they could be, but it still works pretty good for what I need. I just try to be careful. I messed up and washed it incorrectly the very first time I used it, and I took away some of the stickiness. So it's still sticky, it's just not as sticky as it should be. So I will not make that mistake this next time. But the reason why it's also nice when it's sticky is because, like, this shirt has been sitting over in a pile for a while. I don't remember when I bought it last, but I bought it. And it's obviously a little wrinkled, so the stickiness helps me get the wrinkles out. So there, we have that one. And that's not quite straight, but that's okay. And I'm gonna grab a couple ink colors. Today, I am thinking, about Bumblebee, because Bumblebee will show up nicely. And because I think of that for, you know, St. Patrick's Day. I'm also going to pull white, and I'm going to pull my shimmer copper. We now have ink singles, you guys. I don't know if you remember that or not. So if you wanted to try this and make some onesies or some shirts for your kids or for yourself, you could get the minis, because you could even do this almost like it's a little pocket piece, or even up here on the back of your shirt if you wanted to just use a mini kind of like that and not do a whole big, you know, display on the front of your shirt. But we do have ink in single packets now as well, you guys. So that was just brand new, launched the beginning of this month. And I'm excited because it's a great way for you to be able to try inking out for yourself, because a lot of people are afraid to do it, or they don't want to commit to buying a jar. So there you go. I'm thinking with his, I need to either do white or yellow. I'm actually kind of leaning towards yellow. We do have a shimmer golden ink, but I don't have it. I have a shimmer silver, but I don't have a shimmer gold. I'm actually kind of thinking of the yellow or the white, but I feel like the yellow would be more fun. And where's my transfer? Now, with this, I have not used this before, so it is really sticky, which is what I want. I want it to be the most stickiest, so a lot of times when I'm going to do a project with something and use ink, I like to do it the first time I use it. Because once I wash this and dry it, it will get sticky again, but it's, you know, never going to be as sticky as that first time. So, let me know what you guys think. But I thought that's cute, you know, especially for a little boy. The leprechaun made me do it. And these look adorable on onesies. They look adorable. You could make dish towels. Is that coming up? No. Little signs. You could even do it on, you know, what do you call them? Pot holders, or maybe you call them oven mitts. You could do that. All right, I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and I'm going to flip this around so that I can line it up. I should do a rainbow because he loves rainbows. I might do a rainbow on the back. Should I do a rainbow on the back or a rainbow on the front? Because he does love rainbows. Now, I'll tell you the other thing that I'm going to be making. And I can't remember. I would have probably done this today if I thought I had one, but I'm not sure if I have one. I use these for making coffee mugs. So if you wanted to try the ink singles, these are what you want to use. So I will definitely be making some coffee mugs because I love themed coffee mugs. And I will definitely be using some of these to create, because I only have a couple St. Patrick's Day coffee mugs. I don't know, the leprechaun made me do it. Would be cute on the back. But maybe I'll put the rainbow on the back instead of I pinch back or something like that. All right, my rule of thumb is I actually take about 3 fingers down from the collar to figure out where to place this. And then, like I said, it's sticky because I want it to be sticky, and I'm going to move it around a little bit I don't want to fuzz it because I'm putting it directly on, fabric, so I don't need to fuzz it because I want it as sticky as possible. It's going to be so easy, you guys. So easy. Now, I don't think I'm going to do, I won't do the back today, but I probably will put a rainbow like right back up here. I'll dry this with the blow dryer and then I'll flip it over and then I'll do this part with the rainbow and use a couple different colors that I have. I'll see what colors I want to put on there. I'll pick a few different colors to put a rainbow on the back, and then I'll heat set it all at the same time. But you have to, when you do a project with ink, you need to be very careful that you have something to wash your fingers with so that you don't transfer ink anywhere else onto the shirt or the fabric or the textile. And now that I have it upside down, I want to make sure. Now it looks crooked. So I'm going to flip it. I'm going to move it a little bit. That helps me with placement, but then a lot of times I don't know why it is, once you get it upside down, you're like, oh yeah, that is not straight. But it helps me get it into the middle, at least usually. So this is the longest part of the process. But make sure you don't get it anywhere on your shirt. If you get it on your clothes, it may or may not come out, you guys, even if you don't heat set it, because it's ink. So just be really careful. This is called Bumblebee, bright yellow. And then I'm just going to get one of my squeegees. That's the tool we use. If you're new here, that's the tool we use to apply chalk paste, ink, or even etching cream. You can use etching cream with our transfers. Those are the three things you can use our transfers for. Now I'm going to just take a generous amount of ink, not too much, but a generous amount on my squeegee, and then I'm going to apply it directly to the silk screen. And like I said, I want to be careful not to get it off of where the transfer is, because I might not be able to get it out. So just be careful, take your time, but don't be afraid of it. And if you need to practice first, get an old shirt or an old dish towel or a pillowcase or something like that that you want to try out on, just to practice. It doesn't take a lot of ink. A little bit of ink goes a long way. You get a lot of projects out of one jar. And I'm sure you will get several projects out of one ink packet as well. It won't take just one whole ink packet to do one project, just so you know. Oh, and I've already got that all over my fingers. I feel like it looks like mustard. I've already got it on my fingers because of how I scraped it. I feel like the little designs are harder than the big designs because I'm always worried about going off the edge. But you can tell whether or not you got the ink in your silk screen. And you really just want a thin layer. So once you've gone over it and it looks like you have it all in there, go back and pull off any extra because you only need a little bit. Okay. And then this is why you need a wet baby wipe or a wet paper towel. Okay. Now, fingers are clean. I'm okay to go ahead and pull this off. And this is the fun part. Now, you don't have to work as quickly with ink as you do with chalk paste because it goes through to the fabric or whatever your textile is you're using, and it doesn't stay in the silk screen as long. It's not like with when you're using chalk, it can dry in your silk screen before you've even finished. Look how cute. How cute is that, you guys? Can you see it? I know it's a small design, but I think it's adorable. I think it's adorable. There we go. Now, I will wash this still. We do recommend also when you're using ink that you wash your transfers as soon as possible. I always wet mine until after I'm done with my live projects, and then I go and clean them. But you want to make sure, move this stuff out of the way a little bit. You want to make sure that you wash that as soon as you can so that the ink does not dry permanently in your silk screen, and then you can't reuse it for other projects. But see how cute that is, guys? Isn't that adorable? And so then I'll put a little rainbow up here at the top, back of his shirt, because he has short hair, of course, so you'll be able to see that. Then he'll be all set. Or if I wanted to, I could even put something on the sleeve, a little thing on the sleeve. That would be cute too. You could even, if it was something you knew, which he doesn't tuck in, but if you knew, you could even put just a little something down here at the bottom if you would rather. However you want to design it. That's the cool thing, guys. When you get to create your own stuff, you get to be the designer and pick out how you want it to look. Okay, so here's mine. As you can tell, this is one of my favorite types of sweatshirts to ink. It is from Wally World, and usually I get them when they're on clearance, or at least marked down. So and they're very comfy, cozy, just the right weight for me. They're not too heavy. The coffee one that I wore on Tuesday for Valentine's Day, and I've shown in a picture yesterday, is the same one. It's just a different color. So I love these, guys. I love these. They fit nice. They wash nice. And I do not wash my items before I ink them, just so you know. I wait and I do my ink project, and then I heat set them, and then I usually wear them, and then I wash them. So you do whatever works for you, but you don't have to wash them ahead of time. Now I'm going to use my larger ink mat and put it in here. This is the part that's not very sticky because the way I cleaned it. So this one is not as sticky at all. That little section isn't as bad, but this one is the part that I messed up. All right, so let me get that in here. And I'm trying to be, and the reason I want to go ahead and get this done is so that as soon as I'm ready to start wearing these, I don't know. I mean, tomorrow it'll be a month from St. Patrick's Day. I probably won't wear it until, you know, the end of this month or a little bit closer, maybe the beginning of March, but it'll be ready. And I never know here. I do have a few St. Patrick's Day shirts, but you never know here in North Carolina whether it's going to be hot, cold, or what. It could be spring, it could be summer, it could be winter when St. Patrick's Day comes. You never know. Sometimes we have all of that in 1 week. So, okay. Now, obviously this is larger, and I'm really getting nervous about this. I'm going to put this up because I don't think I'm going to use, I don't know if I'm going to use the yellow. I'm just going to move it over here because I'm nervous about it. So, it's taking up a little bit more room. But what you want to do is just get your surface ready. There's some more moss. Get something in here to protect it so that it doesn't bleed. If you don't have one of our mats, get a piece of cardboard or something, and you can even spray it with some a sticky adhesive, like the stuff you can get for stencils. You could spray it with that to make it a little sticky if you wanted to hold your garment in place, because you don't want it to move around. And then I like to just kind of tuck it as much as possible so that I don't take a chance of getting ink somewhere I don't need it to be. So now, like I said, we are going to combine, I'm going to combine 2 transfers. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use the rainbow part of this one with one of the words. So I need to pick out which, because I want to have, I feel like I should do Sassy Lass because that's me. But I'm also thinking I could do this whole design on here and that could still be a St. Patrick's Day kind of theme, right? But I could do Shamrock 17 or Sassy Lass, or Who Needs Luck. I could do Who Needs Luck, right? I don't know. I guess is that luck? I don't know. Who needs luck? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Who Needs Luck and the rainbow, because the rainbow to me signifies the promise that we have from the Lord. And I know I'm not lucky. I can tell you that right now. I am not a lucky person. I know I'm blessed. I'm not lucky. But I think that might work. Now what I'm doing is I am just cutting along the silk screen. I'm not doing a very good job of it, but I am just cutting along the silk screen. It's kind of almost like score, what I call them, like kind of score lines is what I call them. Some people like to cut them all apart with the back sheet on it. I try to keep it full so that I can put it back on the whole sheet. I just find it easier to, be able to store it and manage it. In the beginning, I used to cut it all apart, but I don't like how that works anymore. So I've found that that is not the best practice. So I'll do that later. Let's go ahead and get our rainbow placed, and then I will put, now again, I'm not fuzzing these because I want them sticky. Even though I've used it before, you see how sticky it is, right? And I'm going to try to find the middle. And about 3 in. So that's about where I want to place it. And see how our middle looks. I'm assuming my little heart is the middle. You don't have to do the heart, or you can do the heart. It's completely up to you. I feel like that's about the middle. Close enough. I don't think anybody but me is going to notice. Okay, now because I'm not always the best at this, I get talking to you guys and I don't always pay attention. Sometimes I get a little overzealous, so I am going to mask off, this is just painter's tape, mask off the words that I do not want to, I don't want to ink by accident. So that will help me remember. Oh, don't go past that, Susan. That's the only reason I'm using that. I think I have one more little piece for here. Because otherwise I'll stop paying attention and I'll just do whatever I want to do. We'll do this part. Now that I have that on there, let's make sure. Maybe a tiny bit. Once I have it placed really the way I want it, oh, that looks even more crooked now. I'm telling you guys, this is my biggest challenge right here. Once I have it where I want it, I'm going to press down nice and firm, no bubbles, no bumps in the area that I want to ink. Once I'm done with that, I'll pull that off, and then I'll put my other little saying on here that we're going to use underneath it. So because this is a rainbow, let me see if there's any other color I want to use on here. Hang with me, guys. Let's see. I know I'm going to use the copper and the white. Do I want to use the yellow? I'm just looking at all the color choices I have here to see what would I like my little rainbow to be. I want it kind of bright and fun. I don't want it to be too dreary. I wonder if I do those colors. I could do those colors for my rainbow, and then I could do my words in either white or copper, or I might just do, maybe I'll just do the little heart in copper. Wish I had you guys here with me to help me figure it out. But those might be nice on my rainbow. Trying to decide if I should do the heart or not. Yes. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, guys. So be careful. I'm talking to myself right now. Be careful. Pull all these inks out. Be careful. So this is Bumblebee that we just used. And then this is our Couture Coral, which I always feel like it's a tongue twister. And this is our Couture Teal, because I want a bright, I always have a hard time putting that one. This is our signature color. I am going to pull my multi-purpose tool, and then I'm just going to keep wiping it off because it's just the right size to do these little guys. And then for the heart, I'm trying to decide if I should do silver or if I should do copper. I don't know. The copper, I like the way it looks with this, but I'm thinking it might be too, I don't know, harsh. Not the right shade. Maybe we'll use silver. I could do the heart in silver. That's our shimmer silver, and it's ink. It's ink, you guys. Make sure when you hop on, you hit that heart button, say hi. All right, I am going to do the heart in. Do you see how beautiful that is? Look at that, y'all. And this is one of our newer transfers, you guys. It takes so much less ink or chalk, and it glides right across it so nicely. I am just putting the excess back in, and I am just wiping my multi-purpose tool. This is the perfect tool for this. I think I'm going to do this color next, our Couture teal on this little section. Oh gosh, I think I might even need my, oh no, I'm going to do it in the middle. I think I might need my other smaller detail tool. This is the multi-purpose tool, but I might need my detail tool for that little part of the rainbow. I'm trying to be careful not to get it where I don't want it. Bear with me, guys. When you pop on, make sure you say hi, hit that heart button, and let me know where you're watching from. Guys, I also have in my comments, pinned in the comments, I also have my link to my free Telegraph notification. So Telegraph is a app that you can download. It's free. And I only use it to let you know I'm going live. And I have a link in the comments for that if you'd like to be a part of it, because you know a lot of times Facebook does not let you know, even if you say you do want to know. It doesn't always let you know. I would be happy to have you on that. And that's the only time I use it is for notifications. I'm just going to go over this one more time to make sure I get a good image. I want a nice, bright look. And you can do this any color you want. You can get any color sweatshirt or t-shirt that you want. And if you don't like this rainbow, if you just got the mini set, there's a rainbow on there too. You could just combine the rainbow with one of the sayings for yourself. And if I miss any comments or questions, I always go back and answer them, guys. So I apologize. I know I'm looking down a lot because I got to concentrate. Okay. I'm going to put my extra right back in my jar, wipe my squeegee, and hopefully, I'm not seeing any comments on there. So hopefully, if you guys want to say hi, I would love to say hi. Okay, so next, I don't know, guys. I feel like I need this one because I feel like I'm having to be way too careful. Next, I think I'm going to put the yellow in here. This is our bumblebee, right? And this is a detail tool. Do you see how small it is? It's such a nice small squeegee. Now you can also buy squeegees and just cut them in half. The other ones, like I showed using a mini squeegee a few minutes ago. You can get one and cut that in half and give you an even smaller size, but I love this tool because I use the other side all the time to help me with boo-boos, or to help me scrape off something, or to help me pick up a transfer. I used it last night for helping me pick up a transfer for the project I was doing. It's very, very handy tool. All right, I think I'm going to go over it just a little bit more. So if you just hopped on, my name is Susan. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. I love to upcycle things. That's probably my favorite thing to do. If you go back and watch the replay of this, I always keep my videos on my page. You can always go back and watch a replay. I do have a YouTube channel as well if you prefer to do it there, that I try to upload most of my videos to. But in the beginning, I shared a few items that I picked up from Bullseye's Playground, and plans for doing some St. Patrick's Day upcycle projects with some of those items that I got. And then, of course, spring and Easter ones as well. Okay, that should be enough of that. I'm going to wipe this off again with this wipe. What do you guys think so far? Do you even celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Like I said, you could use this whole transfer just for the shirt and it would still be a fun, uplifting message, whether you wore it for St. Patrick's Day or not. I'm just trying to customize it for that, but I can wear it any time. Just like some of the heart ones that I created for Valentine's. I mean, I can wear them for other times besides Valentine's Day. If it doesn't specifically say. If it talks about love and just has a heart on it, I don't see why you couldn't. If I had thought about it, honestly, I kind of got with it being Valentine's Day. I'm sitting here as I'm making this. I'm like, oh man, I should have done that. That happens to me a lot. When I'm creating, that's when I think of another thing I could have created or should have created. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I could have made him a shirt for today, for his 100th day of school. I could have made him a shirt that had 100 on there. That would have been fun, and that would have been unique. He would have been the only one with one like that. I did not think about it. Too many things going on this week. Too many things. I am happy and thankful and feel lucky that I'm able to get up here and create, though, at all this week, because I wasn't sure, with hubby having surgery on Tuesday, whether I would get to do anything at all this week. I figured worst case scenario, I'd be posting some videos, but not any lives. So I am just happy that he's actually doing as well as he is. Because when he had his hip replaced about 3 years ago, and he's young for this, you guys, he's only in his 50s, but it was one of those things he didn't really have a choice. He had to have it done. Wear and tear. And when he had that done 3 years ago, it was awful. He couldn't do anything, and he was in so much pain, and he had to have, you know, physical therapy, come 2 and 3 times a week, and it was a challenge. So I think in my mind I was thinking, oh, here we go, we're going to be doing that again. I mean, he really couldn't even get up out of the bed or do anything on his own. So, and had to have a walker, just everything. Well, this has been a piece of cake compared to that. He's actually doing, hopefully not doing too much, but okay guys, see, all done with my rainbow. It's my own personal rainbow. Here we go. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? I mean, that would be just cute by itself. Okay, I'm gonna spray with that with some water until I can get it to the sink. And now let's pull our Who Needs Luck, and I am gonna place that right underneath my rainbow. Right underneath my rainbow. Let's see if I can do it straight. And I think I'm just going to do this. Actually, you know what, you guys? I'm going to show you another little trick. I love to share. I love to share some tricks. I feel like that heart could have a little bit more pizzazz. So I am going to take a little bit more of my ink, not too much, a little more of my ink and my detail tool, and kind of go right over top of the image that I've already chalked on there. I could have done it before I pulled it off, but I didn't, because I wasn't sure. But I want that heart to stand out a little bit more. So I'm just going to take this same tool I was telling you I use all the time. It's so versatile. And I am just going to kind of make that heart a little bit more, stand out a little bit more. Typically, you don't want to do a lot, you know, a heavy hand on your ink. But I just felt like it needed a little more. Now you can see it better. All right, so for this, Who Needs Luck, I think I'm just going to do it in white. I could do it in any of these colors and it would look great, but I think I'm just going to do it in white. So let me go ahead and put my lid on my other inks. Don't forget, we have ink singles now. You guys should try it. I will be the first to admit I was afraid of it when I first learned about it. I didn't even know that we had ink when I first started doing Chalk Couture stuff. And when I found out about it, I was like, yeah, I'll probably never do that, because I was just thinking, oh, I'll mess that up. I don't know if I could do that. The first time I tried it, I don't know why I was so afraid. I mean, really, what's the worst that can happen? But once I tried it, oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. I was like hooked. And then when I thought, oh, I can make my own mugs, I can make my own shirts, I can make so many things. I can make textiles, hangings, pillowcases. Oh my gosh. I was like, yep, I'll be doing it. And we have so many, any of our transfers will work with ink or with our chalk paste, or like I said, etching cream. And then when I realized it could be any one of our transfers, I was like, oh yeah, because I can think of so many different things that I can do. So I'm just going to use white on this one. Now we do have the black as well, but I don't think black would show up on this color very well. This is not my normal go-to type color. It's not quite bright enough. This is more my daughter's look. She loves this color. But it was, I thought, well, I should probably have at least one thing that color, because I honestly don't have hardly any. And I thought, well, that'll work for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know, guys. I may have even bought this at Christmas time and had plans on doing a Christmas design on it and just didn't get around to it. That's probably more likely what happened. Now, when you work with ink, I suggest either going left to right, left and right, or up and down, not both. Okay? and you do not fuzz your transfers. And if you're in my VIP group, which the link is in my comments, it's just a free crafting group where I can kind of send along some sales, sneak peeks, insider, other design things that I don't do out here. And I have a section for tips and tricks about how to work with ink versus chalk. Okay, I'm trying to be very careful because I'm getting very close to this side. But it looks like everything is covered, but look at how we get that detail. So we're gonna have that cool detail on the inside. You can't get that with stencils, guys. You can't get that. It's a tedious process if you're doing vinyl. And then with vinyl, you have to worry about whether it might actually come off in the dryer, you know, eventually. This is permanent. Once you've heat set it, it's permanent. Okay, we ready? I did check my fingers to make sure I had no ink on it. I'm gonna start from the top, I think. Look at that, guys. How cool. How cool. Hit that heart button if you like it. It always excites me, especially the fact that I made it. Look at this, guys. What do you think? Isn't that awesome? That is going to be so cool. You guys know you'll see me wear it. So what I do, this is how I do it. Now, some people go ahead and dry it right away with a blow dryer, which you can do. Like I said, when I get off of here, after I clean up my transfers, I am going to blow dry this. This is the one, in case you missed it, this is the one we did for my little buddy. And I'm going to put a rainbow on the back. I have another little rainbow here on these minis that I'm going to put on the back because he loves rainbows. So I'm going to do that here on the back. And I'm going to take a dryer to it. But you can take a blow dryer to it and dry it. But I generally let mine sit like this. I'll let it sit for at least 24 hours, usually longer, to be honest with you guys. I usually make a little pile of them and then do them all at the same time. And then I will heat set it. And I have a heat press, so that's what I usually use. But you can do it with an iron. I did show, did I show that Monday? What day did I show it? I did a reel. It's on my page of showing you doing it with an iron and how to do it with an iron. You can do that just as easily, but you still want it to be dry all the way. So either blow dry it or let it dry 24 hours. You do not want it to be sticky or tacky at all. It has to be completely dry for it to heat set. If you use your iron, no steam, your setting for whatever it says your material is, and 4 minutes. With parchment paper over top. You always put parchment paper over top to protect, to keep the ink there. And that way, if by some chance the ink was still wet, it wouldn't get on your iron. So I'll let this sit for 24 hours. This one I'll blow dry, and then I'll do the back, and then I'll let it sit for 24 hours, and then I'll heat set them both. Then they're ready to just wear or wash and wear over and over and over again. And then you're set. You're set, guys. And you have all this fun things that you can wear. And somebody says, oh, that's a cute shirt. Where'd you get that? Oh, I made it. But you can do it any way you want. I have seen so many people doing it, and I need to. You can do it on jeans, guys. I've done it on the back of a jean jacket. It would be super cute to have a rainbow, just a boho look, a rainbow, even this rainbow on a pair of jeans or jean shorts. Wouldn't that be cute? I've seen people doing them on the sleeves, you know, like you could just do it on the inside sleeve or the outside sleeve of your shirt instead. However you want to design it. You see something that you like somewhere else at a boutique or online, and you take a picture of it and you say, I want to make something that looks like that. That's what I do. That's how I get inspired. Is I see something, I'm like, oh, I like that. How could I do that myself? Could I do it myself? If I can, why not? Maybe it's not the same image, but maybe it's just the idea of how it looked you liked, and you could find something else. We have butterflies. We have, oh my gosh, guys, we have so many different items that you could use to ink with. Anyway, that's my project for you today. I got to get going. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for letting me come into your world for just a little while and share my love of creating with you. I hope I inspired you or just entertained you. I don't know, one way or the other. But I hope you'll come back and join me again next time when we do another project together live. And until I see you then, please enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm. And until I see you next, be blessed. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.